San Francisco is located in the Bay Area in the state of California. It is perched atop hills and is the entrance to one of the Pacific's largest natural harbors. From the History Channel. San Francisco was originally a Spanish mission and a pueblo, which later became a Mexican mission and pueblo. Also from the History Channel. It was later conquered in 1846 by the United States. In 1848, it was then invaded by an army of protectors because of the discovery of gold in its hinterland. The gold rush made San Francisco the central port and depot, with the arriving 49ers, quote unquote. In the next year, the population increased from 1,000 to 25,000 from the History Channel. In April of 1906, San Francisco experienced a major earthquake that destroyed the vast majority of the city. San Francisco was then rebuilt quickly and has remained a booming city today. As Business Insider reports, San Francisco has one of the two largest economies in the United States, due to many of the nation's largest tech companies being headquartered there, from the Garfield article, 2018. The metro area of San Francisco and San Jose are located in the Silicon Valley, where companies such as Google, Apple, Cisco, Tesla are all housed. Business Insider goes to report, in 2016, the GDP growth rate was 5.4%, and the GDP per capita in the same year was around $1,132. The unemployment rate was only 2.9%. The U.S. Census Bureau estimates that there is a population of 884,333 residing in the city of San Francisco. The following are the demographics to come from the U.S. Census Bureau site of quick facts for San Francisco. The race, white is 48.1%, Black and African American is 5.4%, and Alaskan Native 0.3%. Asian 33.9%, Native Hawaiian and other Pacific Islander 0.4%, two or more races 4.9%, and Hispanic or Latino is 15.3%. The U.S. Census Bureau reports that the average household in the United States has an income of $57,617. However, the typical household of San Francisco has an average income of $96,677. The San Francisco Public Utilities Commission released its first sustainability plan in 2008. That, as General Manager Ed Harrington states, focused on long-term goals for the organization. Later in the same year, they began a strategic planning effort with a 12 to 18-month forward tracking of performance they use to manage the day-to-day activities of the organization. The sustainability plan provides the SFPUC with a system for managing and evaluating the wide performance that it takes into account for the long-term environmental, economic, and social impacts of the SFPUC's business activities. The SFPUC goal is to consistently evaluate the data they compile about their sustainability and make changes they see necessary based on their data. Their mission is to plan, target, and perform and assess. San Francisco is the perfect destination for anyone who cares about the natural environment and is looking to settle down with like-minded neighbors. San Francisco is taking a number of steps to improve the city's environmental sustainability. First, as can be seen in Section S of the San Francisco Public Utility Commission Sustainability Plan, the city has allocated $100 million towards ensuring that the city's public utilities delivery is completely carbon neutral, ensuring that citizens can have peace of mind about their lifestyle and their impact on greenhouse gas emissions. Additionally, the Section T of the SFPUC Sustainability Plan, the city has allocated $3.6 million to increase water efficiency in low-income neighborhoods, pictured above. It has been working to implement gray water initiatives as well. Both of these projects will ensure that the city as a whole has a lower environmental impact on local resource consumption and increases the city's resiliency in the face of future water shortages in the California region. Finally, the city has launched two initiatives to control and improve the city's contribution to stormwater. First, as indicated in Section X of the SFPUC Sustainability Plan, is a city that is encouraging the construction of rain barrels in local buildings to prevent runoff and conservation of local resources. Second, the city has begun to plan and redesign the runoff management storm drain system to both restrict pollution in the city's runoff and limit the chance of runoff from entering the storm drain system. All of these different projects, one of them shown in the picture above, are very good for helping carbon emission reduction, water efficiency, recycling initiatives, and runoff management. In San Francisco, we hope that we can help any citizen take control of the impact on their environment. We hope that you consider working with our city to keep the impacts as positive as possible. While we are taking every action that we can to prevent climate change and other negative environmental impacts that go along with that, we recognize that we need to be prepared for dangerous climatic events. That is why the SFPUC Sustainability Plan indicates in Section R, San Francisco's public utilities are being trained and prepared to deal with system failures and dangerous weather. Staff that are responsible for providing the city with water, electricity, and other utilities are forming master plans to deal with any type of loss of service and keep the people of San Francisco safe and happy despite whatever the future may hold. Additionally, a key part of Section L of the SFPUC Sustainability Plan is investing heavily in using smart technology to improve the economics in electricity and water provision. All citizens of San Francisco benefit from having utilities that can measure the full cost of electricity provision and how the costs vary over time. According to a new rate structure that is soon to be implemented, citizens will not have to worry about absurdly variable rates or unfair charges that do not reflect the cost of these provisions. All of these changes ensure that local utility providers are economically feasible without becoming a financial burden for local families, ensuring affordable, uninterrupted services. Finally, throughout all of San Francisco's sustainability initiatives, the city adheres to its environmental justice plan, discussed in Section Z of the SFPUC Sustainability Plan, and it was created in 2011. This plan focuses on ensuring that the city brings sustainable living to all citizens, while recognizing that San Francisco, as a city that has a large amount of historic greenhouse gas emissions and has largely benefited from the environmental exploitation, has a responsibility to bear the brunt of the cost of greenhouse gas emission reduction. The employees of San Francisco's public utilities have been trained in the principles of environmental justice to ensure a just implementation of sustainability initiatives through the organization. We recognize that sustainability initiatives require a multifaceted approach, with a focus on people and the economics of our city, in addition to the environment and its resources. We hope that you agree and that you want to join our city on our journey to ensure a healthy, sustainable lifestyle for all citizens of San Francisco. While the plan is very comprehensive on some of the places that they need to focus, there are a few areas that definitely need more work, especially if you're planning on helping those in lower income areas. It talks a lot about these ideas of water and electricity and even working on green spaces in many of these areas, but that also could bring the idea of environmental gentrification. That does come along with improving the quality of life in many areas. There needs to be a lot more framework on exactly how the community will be engaged and how they will prevent people from being pushed out of their own neighborhoods, like in the North Oakland, Berkeley, and Emeryville or Nobe area of California, very close by. This area, Nobe, has a website dedicated to their own neighborhood called nobeneighborhood.com, and it claims that as a commuter or walker, it's your dream. You can take part in community gardens and live in a graffiti and litter-free area. Many older residents, however, would disagree. It still has a major crime issue in the area, and many of these people are forced to leave because of increasing housing prices. As the University of California Center for Critical Sustainability stated, even San Francisco's plan, which did focus on community outreach, actually receives limited input from the community. These could be items like what kind of trees to plant and where to place new bike lanes. But how are they going to specifically preserve the community feel and the residents already living there? There needs to be better planning that goes into the future of how all these plans will actually change in the city. While there is a lot to gain from sustainability plans, the last thing you need is to push a group of people out of their own neighborhoods. Another place that definitely could use some more work is on future environmental scenarios. There is a big comprehensive plan on this also, but as we're seeing, there are a lot more 100-year, 1,000-year floods occurring in our area, and the future of the environment is very different from place to place. So, have they covered all of their bases for all the possible scenarios? We really don't know unless they happen, but it's good to know that they are planning for the future.